Seems to be working fine. I think. Anyone can hear me? Yes, I'm going to be honest with you. I had nothing planned. Yeah, I had nothing. Explosions. Excellent. Yeah, I had nothing really planned. And, I don't know. I was going to do some stuff. And then I got sick. Basically, on my back for the past couple hours. And I had nothing left. I had nothing ready to go. So I just pulled out my, my AVS thing. Pulled out a copy of Tetris 2. And I guess that's what we're playing, so there you go. Anywho. So I'm not going to be long on this. I'm just going to play a quick game here and play for like a half hour or something. I don't know. We'll see how well I hold up. Anywho. So I figure what we'll do is we'll play through all the game modes. You know, the type A's, type B, type C, till we get like a game over or something, and then we move on to something else. Or we'll call it a show maybe. And that's it really. So this is the second bulletproof software, I believe. Well, it had to be. It's Tetris 2 plus Bombless. You wouldn't put a 2 on there if it wasn't a second game. No, I probably should have. Yeah. Whatever. Don't care. We'll work our way down. Okay, that works out. Kinda, sort of. Just waiting for a reverse L block. Come on, there we go. Okay, so squeeze that there. Squeeze that in there. Screw it. Come on. Put it in there. Flip it the other way. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, come on. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, Tetris. Oh, not the Tetris. Come on. Square piece. Line piece. Another line piece. Line pieces. More line pieces. Oh, shit, could have went the other way to fill out the side panel. Come on. There we go. Huh. Why did you stop there? Why did you stop there? No, that's a done deal. Yeah, that sucked. Okie dokie. Oh, wait, you're starting me at level 10? Oh, that's not very nice. But then again, on second thought, you know what? You know what? Shit. Shit. Again. I'm gonna mute the mic for a bit because I gotta give me a minute. Try to mute the. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna lay back for a bit, so if my voice is a little quiet, I don't have a headset, so you're gonna have to make do with a echoey version. I think you could hear me from here. Probably not all that great, but we'll try it from level 10. Why not? Hey there. You didn't miss much. Yes. So did I. Just had a bit of a nap. Was a bit under the weather. Hey. Try to play normally, please. That would be nice. Or just like focus on just clearing lines instead of trying to be fancy, because usually that almost never goes over well. Come on. Ooh, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Ah, shit. Come on. There we go. And no. This game's a lost cause. Pretty much. No, we're a lost cause. Never mind. Yeah, I figured as much. Try again? Nah. We'll go to another mode. Yeah, we tried. Type B. We'll go height 5. So I guess I should explain the different modes in this one. Type A is your usual endless run where every 10 lines the level goes up. Type B is more like the Type B in Game Boy Tetris, where you clear 25 lines and you move on to the next level. This is the one with the garbage blocks. Just not my day, is it? Yeah. Oh, now you give me the other. Fucking hell. Let's try again. Uh, yeah, so like I said, for those who've missed it, really had nothing planned. Because for the most part, was sick for most of the day. Actually, just was lying down for a little bit, for about the past couple hours. Had a bit of a stomach ache, but I seem to be over it. I took a couple meds, and this is not going to be a long stream, to be honest with you, because I'm going to be heading off to bed in a little bit, because I got to wake up early in the morning. But we'll try to make the most of this. I figure we play through all the modes in this one. But again, this is stream the games I reviewed recently. Depends on the games. No, it really depends on the games. Like some stuff I could stream because it's HDMI and stuff like that. Other stuff not so much because that requires stuff that I don't have. And contrary to popular belief, I don't have it. Okay, where's the crap that I had here? Actually, truth be told, I wanted to do a whole bunch of Atari stuff. There's actually something there was a couple stuff I did wanted to do that sort of like as a preview for future fodder there, but Old Harbor. Yeah, because the thing you gotta realize, and sort of has to explain. So it's just to explain how things work. Half the stuff that's all nice and HD. That's with a capture card that I can use with the HDMI. All the other stuff that's like 4x3. That's all DVD rips. Basically, what I do is I hook all the old hardware up into a DVD recorder. I record the footage on there, and then rip them on, put them on DVD-R. Then I rip the footage from the DVDs and I use that. And I know I had like one of those gimmicks where you could like turn a composite signal into HDMI, but I was never a fan of those because they always look like crap. And they almost never work properly. So, it's like one of these days, you know, bit by bit there, I'm hoping everything I could, like, you know, it's like as much as, look, it's like as much as I'd like to have like those polymegas or those analogs, like, one of those, you know, those things that they have out with the FPGAs and all that. Be nice to have those, but I also like to have money that I could spend on things that I actually need. So, I got a couple people that still use them to record stuff. Like they have a special setup where they have a couple boxes where they record stuff onto DVD and then they put in and they archive them and stuff. But I don't imagine that many people. Like if you want a DVD, like DVD recorders, You'd have to go on eBay because they don't sell them anymore in retails. How most retail stores are probably going to do away with DVDs anyway, but no, there's some places I could still get DVD-Rs. Like Best Buy still sells them. There's a couple places I go to that still sells DVD-Rs. So like this this retro was it the AVS thing that I bought for the NES and Famicom games. I think that set me back about like $300-400, and about 50-60 more, in taxes and duties for the import. So, but on the other hand, it's worth it because. Besides the HDMI, I really wanted to play it for the Famicom stuff. Because, you could play, you could play your VRC6 games and it'll actually sound like VRC6. Whereas if I were to play it on a regular NES, it would sound like crap. Like the samples would be missing. And, I'm missing shit here too. It's always the wrong piece. Just one of these days, I'd like to have the right piece. Oh, there we go. We are actually doing something. Bots. Okay, so the height goes up. Okay. And then there's stuff like tariffs and things like that that adds to it. Yeah. It's like I remember, somebody lent me their EverDrive because they had ripped the ROM for the I forgot what game it was, but one game it was like it's on one of the Namco collections that they put out, where it was just they put out a lot of their Famicom stuff, and they made it like it was the Pac-Man Champion Edition that they made an NES demake, and somebody had ripped the ROM, and a buddy of mine had slapped it on their EverDrive. They lent it me for the sake of video fodder, and the samples were missing, and I even mentioned it, and then somebody mentioned that if you're playing this on like one of those FPS things, you would get the sounds. And sure enough, I bought this thing, tried it on that, I got the samples. So, and also I think it has the expansion port, so if I wanted to get like a disk system, I probably could. But more than likely, I'll just end up getting my own EverDrive one of these days, if I don't already. Should be in the mail one of these days. Yeah, that was, when did I do that? I don't remember. It was like ways back though. But yeah, right now, if I want to do HD stuff for the old stuff, I got the it would have to be either anything that's on a compilation via PC or Switch or whatever, or on the NES side it's AVS, or it's one of the mini consoles, or worst comes to worst, I use the Retron 5 for some of the other stuff. But the Retron 5, I don't know, something about that thing, the way it emulates, Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that game used extra sound channels. That's because that's why I found it like it's like there's some kind of trickery when they did that port. Like, because there's no way it would have worked on a regular NES, and sure enough, no way it would work on a regular NES. You need like you need like something a little more advanced. Probably would have worked. I don't know. Would it work on an actual Famicom? You'd have to ask somebody who had an actual Famicom. So, sound channels have the same capabilities as early Namco arcade games from the 80s. Yeah. Message retracted. Hmm. Oh, now I'm curious. Yeah. Yep. And I missed. Excellent. Come on. Ah, shit. I think I'm doing this on purpose to sort of end this. We could move on to something else. Could that be it? No, I wouldn't do anything that stupid, would I? Huh? God damn it. So, I'm sure it does. Japanese version of Rolling Thunder. Use that chip. Excuse me. Oh. We're done. Didn't even make the high score. I am disappointed. Okay, we'll play the Type C. This is like endless, but every once in a while the pile goes up a line. So this is the dick version of Tetris. You see? Bit of garbage for you. This tune sounds like something that's best suited for like a Dragon Quest dungeon or something like that. So I know it's the same guy that did. I'm terrible with names, so you know, I don't know the guy's name at the top of my head, but I think it's the same guy who did the Dragon Quest games because it's pretty much the same type of music, the same kind of instrumentation. And I always thought it was an odd, like, I always thought it was kind of odd that you'd have this kind of music there, but eh. Yeah, it was a 10-gen release. I think I have Rolling Thunder, the US version. That's another one we'll get to in about 5 years or so. This is right now I'm mostly trying to play catch up with all these come on. Give me something. Back. Come on. we go. I kind of saved it. Oh, good. I get another. Good, good, good. Oh, there we go. Oh, there. I'll take it. There we go. Boom. Boom. Rolling Thunder. I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't played enough of it to gauge an opinion on it. I did play the rip-off version that Capcom put out. What was it called? Their Codename Viper. That's like Capcom being inspired by Rolling Thunder, so so they made their own. It's been a while since I played that one, but I remember that being not too bad for like a rip-off there, but whatever. There's actually a couple rip-off games that I played. Yeah. It's actually a couple rip-off games that I played on Switch. That you know, you'll see them I guess in a couple weeks there, if all goes according to plan. Like right now, you know, as it relates to the review content, I'm mostly in the backlog phase of I got a bunch of stuff laying around that I wanted to get out of the way for a long time, and you know, my recent hospitalization and all that gave me some time off, and the weather was kind of shit. I couldn't leave the house, so I figured I'll do a bunch of dubs. Like, I got bits and pieces and stuff like that to put together. I figured, why not? Actually, you know what? That's something I would actually want to, you know, for a gimmick table, just sort of like, or either a gimmick table or probably for an extras channel, is sort of show off the DVDs that because I've done like I want to do Bombless. I don't think I want to do Bombless. I don't want to do Bombless. We just go back to Type A, I think. Yeah, I'll go back to Type A. I'm just mumbling to myself at this point because this game's about to go tits up, pretty much. Yeah, this game's going tits up, and we're dead. Yep. Yeah, we'll just. Oh, high score. Wonderful. And there's a bunch of garbage. Excellent. Yeah, we'll do Type A. We'll do Type A, and then I'm gonna call it a night because I gotta sleep in. And also, I have to relieve myself, if you get my drift. But I'm not too worried about that piece of business. So, anywho. here. When everyone got a Switch 2. I'm holding out for a price drop or better games or right now I know it was raining. I know we had a bit of rain here recently, but it was a bit cool. I got a bit of a chills, getting a bit of a cough, excuse me. Yeah, I'm dying here. Yeah, it's weather's not that great for what is it, the last week or so of yeah, and it's not just the system. Like if it was this, like here's, and I've said this before, I'll say, and I'm gonna say it like who knows how many times, you know. I'm usually a late adopter. Like I wait like a year or so before I decide, yeah, I'm gonna get this system. You know, by the time I got a Switch, they did the revised version with the better battery life. So maybe by the time, maybe in a couple years time, they'll have a revised Switch 2 that has better battery life, because I think that's an issue too. But the thing for me too is that, you know, with the exchange rate, Donkey Kong that's coming out in like, I don't know, whenever, if it's, I don't know, is it out yet? I don't know. I haven't really kept up, but that's like $100. And Mario Kart, if you didn't get it with the pack-in, that's 109. Rain with some harsh wind, it didn't make the power go off. Yeah, no power loss here. So, but again, all I really had was like, you know, lots of wind and a bit of rain here and there. So, not particularly great weather if you want to go for a walk in the park. But I felt worse. And come on. Whatever, I'll take it. Ah, shit. Why? Come on. Yeah. Ah, screw it. Screw it. So. Never bought a regular Switch. Well, you got a couple options there. Like there's a light version that's that's strictly like portable. There's no dock, there's no TV input. There's the regular version that they that still gets used, and there's the OLED, which is slightly more expensive, but you have a better screen, or so I'm told. I never really upgraded. I still have the Switch that I got in like what, 2019, I think, and it still works. The battery still holds up, which I'm almost impressed with, because normally I buy electronics that has rechargeable batteries and they just kind of crap out of me after a while. So, no, the Switch held up fine, battery-wise. and I do take it out regularly. What I would do if you're gonna get a regular Switch, Hori actually has there's a left Joy-Con from Hori that replaces the 4-button things with an actual D-pad. Except you could only use it in handheld mode. Like, you can't use it with those grips, those controller grips. Was it the charging grip or like the mounting grip or whatever it is? That's like the only drawback, because it's just a piece of plastic. But on the other hand, you get a Joy-Con with a proper D-pad on the left side, and I've used that, and that's worked great for me. This game is not working great for me. But no, I think it's a Hori Joy-Con with a left pad. I don't know the actual technical name, but it is an actual Nintendo product that they used to sell. I think you could find it whatever they sell stuff. And I don't know, it's worked great for me. You know, I've been lucky. I've never had a problem with drift, because I know that's been an issue with some people. I never had that problem. So, you know, I count my blessings there. I know people swear by them. You know, people swear by the Hori stuff, and I think I actually had a couple sticks from them too, here and there, that I got laying around. And no, they generally do good stuff. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I would do if you're gonna get a Switch. If you're gonna get a regular Switch, you know, unfortunately, I don't know price-wise how it's gonna work. If it's just gonna stay the same, or they're probably gonna stay the same, because none of these things ever actually go down in price like they used to, or they're just gonna make a cheaper version. But yeah, I get one of those Hori left Joy-Con things with a proper D-pad, which I think was like 20-30 bucks or something like that, or at least I got it on special. I don't remember, because it's been years. And you get yourself a couple controllers there, which also work fine. Like the Nintendo Pro controller is like a little more expensive. I think there's like another one that's like slightly cheaper, but still pretty good. And it does power on the system, you know, when it's sleeping at least. So, but yeah. When it comes to the Switch 2, I'm just gonna hold out until there's I don't want to say better games, because fuck me, I'm dying. Like, for me personally, I was never big on Mario Kart. Like, I've played a couple. I respect the games, like they're good games and all, but it's never been something for me. It's like to me, it's just like packing the Atari 7800 with Pole Position. You know, Pole Position is not a bad game, but you can play Pole Position anywhere or something like that. That's my general feeling with like the Switch 2 stuff in general. Like the stuff that they got putting out is like, other than a couple of games, the Nintendo stuff, for example. I could play these games like elsewhere, you know, and probably better or something. I don't know. It's like none of this stuff really grabs me, but I don't know. like even with the backwards compatibility that they got going on, which apparently is something that they work on, and it's not bad apparently. I guess, I suppose, I don't know. Do I want to pay extra bucks for a version of Breath of the Wild where I have Zelda notes on my fucking telephone? I really need a phone app. Like, this is this is kind of being a bit of a mess. Fuck me. And we're done. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna call this a game. I'll stick around for another 10 minutes or so, but I'm done playing the pole position didn't compare to Donkey Kong. Actually, you know what? That's not being fair. That's you see, I would rather play Enduro than pole. Look. No, no. It's I was going to say something, but the thought just escaped me now. It just really did. But I have something nice to look at instead of, like, can we turn this off? Yeah. Yeah. So let's see if I remember the pack-in titles. You had Pole Position for 7800. The original Famicom was Donkey Kong, I think. ColecoVision had Donkey Kong. Genesis first was Altered Beast, I believe. Yeah, I don't remember. I know a few. I know Nintendo had a few. The NES had a few. You had Super Mario Brothers, and then you had the various, like, you had the robot set, and then you had the action set where it came with well, I liked Pole Position, the first one, where it had one track. Pole Position 2, I like half the tracks in that game, and the other half I'm terrible at and don't like them as much. But then again, I've been more of an enduro guy, anyways. Which pit stop is not a ass crack on enduro. Enduro is, you just drive down a road and you avoid cars. It's nice, easy going driving. Pit stop, you have to make your pit stops. You have to control your pit crews. You have to make sure the guy doesn't overfill the gas tank, or else you lose all your gas and stuff. I had the steering wheel for ColecoVision, and then I got rid of it. I don't know why. Probably because I didn't have the space for it. But now I kind of regret it, because that would have been neat to actually play with, because you had the pedals, and you had the steering wheel, and it's like I never got to play because I never had any games for it. And then I got rid of it because I didn't have any games for it. And then I bought a batch of ColecoVision games, and that came with pizza crackers of the same name, probably. Oh yeah, it's like, I like to use the steering wheel with turbo, because turbo, I think you need the steering wheel. It doesn't work with the regular controller, I don't think. But I got rid of the steering wheel, and like, I kept the super action controllers, which are like death machines. Like To be fair, though, I kind of like those a bit better than the actual the regular ColecoVision controllers because those are kind of stiff and you got the handle there and it's like it's not bad, but it's like it's like it's brass knucks have nothing on that thing. I think that might hit harder than brass knucks. It might not be as durable, but they're a little more trying to think of some other pack-in titles. Wii Sports, Wii, obviously. I don't know if the GameCube had one. I know they had one later with the Paper Mario because I got that later down the road, but that was later down the road. That Arkanoid controller to play a racing game like that. Atari had two. They had a paddle control. They had the paddle controller, which was the knob with limited movement, and they had a driving controller, which you could move around however as much as you wanted. I think I had the paddle controller. I don't have the driving controller. Star Raiders on Atari came with that keyboard, that keypad thing. I had that laying around. That's a fun one to try and give that a shot. Excuse me. I'm hacking a storm here because I'm about to die. Or it seems like I'm gonna have like I've got some cough syrup somewhere that I gotta take. But what else we got? Trying to get my hands on a Voss controller, but I don't know whether I should get the NES one or should I get the Famicom one because I wanna. Cause I got a pirate version of Arkanoid 2, and yeah. It'll be missed for about a couple days there. Then we move on to something. We move on to something else. That's okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to get the Voss controller. It was actually one controller that I had. It's like I have one game called Survival Run that needs a. I don't want to say need, but it does. It was made for a controller called a Quantum Commander or something like that. I don't recall the actual name, but it's this gizmo or something or other. Get the most convenient one. Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's most convenient or whatever the case may be. I don't know. I did get a bunch of Saturn games. Mind you, most of them are in Japanese, but those tend to be cheaper anyways. Try to get the American versions. They're a little more expensive, but yeah, picked up a couple Virtua Fighters. Was it Fighter Mega Mix, Fighting Vipers, the Virtua Fighters Kids, or something. Street Fighter 02, and an All Japan Wrestling game featuring Virtua. So that's kind of a nice haul, and I got that for like a couple hundred total. Whereas if it were the U.S. versions, most of them will probably be like a couple hundred a pop. So, and I got an action replay so I could play them on the Saturn that I had there before. Whereas I have been trying to get one of those Saru things. I know somebody sent me one, but it didn't work. I know you have to set it up before, but it just kept. I just popped it in, and it just kept blinking. So I don't know. Failed experiment. Didn't pay a whole lot for it. But eh, yeah, Pepsi guy and Japanese fighting vipers, so that one is better to me. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I'm pretty sure that's in the Japanese games that you're not getting in the other versions. You know, like I know I got the Virtual Fighters, the English versions already, but I bought the Japanese ones because sure, why not? I could use more Saturn games. And I haven't played Saturn in a while, and still works. So I figured, why not? Get some of that out there. Get a bit of mileage out of that, and yeah, that's yeah, that's pretty much sweet deal, I guess. And there's a couple other ones that I'm kind of eyeing on, but I don't know. I'm on the fence on that, on those two, and who knows? We'll see. So, was it 1 o'clock there? A couple more minutes. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a night because I gotta turn in. But I gotta just. I got a few more reviews in the can to put out. Yeah, I got a couple gimmick tables for the next couple of weeks there. One of them is actually a couple of them are actually revisits of stuff that we did back in the day there. Uh, well, it's a fighting game. It's trial and if everything's written in Japanese, it's mostly trial and error to see what's what. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's a fighting game. You press you push on the option that's like something vaguely resembling an arcade mode and or versus mode or whatever. It gives you options, and I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, I played the Street Fighter Zero one, and most of the options there were pretty much Romanized, so not a big deal there. Um, but yeah. So I got a couple revisits of old material coming up. Um, Actually, because since I did get a whole bunch of Famicom games, I did want to try out one piece of business that I had laying around that I haven't touched in years. I got to see if it still works. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, am I okay? All right. So I'm noticing it's not recording, but it is streaming. I think it's streaming. Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have an interaction. So, anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna call it a night because again, I got to turn in. I got to wake up early in the morning. I'm hoping we could do this again. I don't know, sooner than later. And I got a few multi carts. Actually, a couple of my older videos from like 11 years ago, from like a decade ago. One of my earliest videos, a couple of my earliest videos showcases a couple of multi carts. So actually, that's really what I wanted to do. Was I wanted to play a couple of multi carts here, but again, I just pulled out what I had because I just woke up from a stupor. I only had like 30 minutes to get ready and whatever. So, um, but on the bright side, though, health wise, I'm doing better. Time wise, I'm managing uh, some of the real life stuff. And like I said, the past the period I was at home and I was left to my own devices. I was able to catch up on a lot of stuff just to keep my head in the straight and narrow, so to speak. And that's good to hear. Um, now I look at my numbers here. I don't have any dropped frames or anything like that, and the frame rate's kind of consistent. So I'm happy with that. Um, I had a wireless, was experimenting with a wireless service that I was hoping would be a little cheaper, and that actually was kind of promising. I wasn't sure about the streaming, but I don't know. We'll save that for another time. Anyways, I'm gonna head to the morgue because I'm about to expire. I should probably stop saying things like that, but considering, I was staying at a hospital a couple months ago, but whatever. At this point, I'm like, whatever. I'm taking my pills. I'm doing my treatments for this thing there, and I'm okay. I'll be fine. And as long as I'm fine, and as long as I'm able to do the stuff that keeps me going in some form or fashion, uh, that's all that really matters. And hopefully, there'll be a few folks along for the ride. Anyways, I'm done for the night. Thanks for the that Might Man guy. Appreciate you hanging around. It's nice talking to you. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully we could do this again sooner than later. And hopefully we'll be better prepared so I don't play another round of Tetris. I swear to God, I'm not falling apart or anything like that. I just had a bit of a dry throat. And yeah, anyways. Okay, so I'm off to bed. Thanks for watching. Take care, be safe. See y'all next time. Bye.